Good music. Gokid Ant.
Just like you, I do not need you, 'cause you are just like them. I mean
Power 92 intern, Gokid Ant, the Space God, one of the aspiring actors slash rappers in Chicago. The first thing I want to ask you, Gokid Ant, what turned you into hip hop? Like, what tuned you into hip hop? What did you like about hip hop?
Nas turned me into hip hop. Can't lie. I used to do push-ups a long time. It didn't work out like I used to, but Nas turned me into hip hop. Listening to Nas, his inspirational words in school, trying to get to the, get good grades, listen to something inspiring. So Nas pretty much helped me out with that.
Now, how long have you been rapping?
Man, I want to say at least about 14 years.
14 years?
Yeah, 14.
What do you say is like the most fulfilling thing about rapping? Like, what is it that, what kind of feeling do you get out of when you...
I'm gonna tell you something right now, man.
What's up, man?
In the 90s, it was more lyrical and something more you could listen to about politics and stuff like that. Now, it's just pretty much a club scene. So if you talk about like hip hop now, it's kind of different to me. I mean, you now it's like, people like Lil B or something like that. But back in the day, it used to be like people like, Biggie, Nas, Tupac, Jay-Z, stuff like that. So now it's like, in the 90s, that was it to me. Now it's just, you can actually
basically just commercial rap, right?
Yeah, you make a club track or some shit.
So instead, it's just basically all talk about the cars and the thousands of dollars, the racks or whatever.
Yeah, man.
But it ain't no actual...
Throwing 50 racks in a strip club.
How does that make you feel?
That made me feel terrible.
Why did that?
I mean, it made me feel terrible. I'm happy and glorified because he does that shit as inspiration. But at the same time, it's like, man, my mama worked her whole life. She got her master's degree, not even making 50 racks a year. You know what I'm saying? So that's how.
And he blew that in like an hour or 2 hour time.
In a strip club, G, a strip club. He blew 50 racks to bust a nut. Literally.
Wow. So it's seeming like the right way is wrong nowadays.
Yes, it is. It's 100% is. Like, come on now. I mean, at the end of the day, there's people out there that get their degrees. Not to hate on the educational system. I mean, it's a good thing to keep your brain energized and everything like that. But as far as, you getting your degree and coming out making like decent money, it's a facade.
Right.
Well,
I guess it might be because people have been tuned to think that 40 or 50,000 years is actually some money. When in reality, that's the pocket change that some people, like you said, throw in a strip club. So your salary is somebody else's pocket change.
Yes.
So,
on top of that, we are not trained to own our own business. We are trained to work for somebody else.
So what's us? That the educational system, our parents, a combination?
It starts at home. Because when you grow up in a home, your parents always teach you to go to school, get a good job, and you won't be considered a bum or a lowlife. But it's all a lie, because a lot of lowlifes and bums become multi-millionaire book writers. Think about the lady J.K. Rowling who made Harry Potter.
Right.
She was a waitress, and now she's a billionaire.
Off a book, an idea.
An idea. She took it around with it. So, it's things like that. Is that parents should always teach their kids to follow their dream and their destiny and their goals. To make them happy.
Man, that sound like a lot of sense.
Oh, yeah.
So you basically saying try to imagine a lifestyle with no mortgage, huh? No car notes.
Man, that's the reality.
No rent. Like, everything you have, you actually own. So it's basically about ownership. Own your business, you own your car, you own your house, not making payments on it. That makes sense.
Yeah, because I was actually watching the Wayans brothers on Oprah, a couple, on her network on. I was watching the episode when they talk about the second generation and how Damian Wayne didn't want his kids to, live the lifestyle that they had. Things like that. So it's kind of like they kept the family business going. So as far as like Will Smith and his son.
Right. That makes sense. Keep it on. So tell me a little bit about the Power 92, how you got into that and how that working out for you.
It started out with me pretty much following Big Pat to all his shows.
Right.
Follow him to all his shows, networking with everybody who works at 92.3 first. You know what I'm saying? And then I had asked Big Pat one day to send me the app so I can, you know, fill out the application to be an intern at 92.3.
Right.
So when I did that, I applied like 3 or 4 times. I'm not gonna lie to you. I applied 3 or 4 times to be an intern at 92.3, and as I was steady going to the concerts and things with that with Big Pat and networking with other people who work at 92.3,
right,
I realized since I already applied the application, it's all about applying myself to the business. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of people just apply application,
but they don't apply themselves.
They don't apply themselves. I mean, you can apply application right now to McDonald's, but do you actually go to McDonald's and check up on your application instead of calling them?
Right.
Calling them, be like, oh, you hiring right now? They don't know how you look, you know, things like that.
Persistence, okay.
Instead of that, instead of applying and calling the next day, you should apply and go up there the next day so they can see your face.
Right.
And you talk to them like, hey, I filled an application yesterday. So this is how I kind of did with 92.3. I started going to the shows and talking about how I applied to 92.3 internship with like Shy Bliss, and you know what I'm saying. So I got to hang out with him at Images, you know what I'm saying, things like that. So that was cool. And you know,
who else have you been in concert with?
Well, I've been in concert recently with Danville, Lil Durk.
Okay.
DJ Victorious, shout out to DJ Victorious.
Okay.
He actually, another thing is with DJ Victorious, I think he's with GMG, which is Twista label. I'm actually currently trying to get signed with them.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's gonna go through yet. It's just a, you know what I'm saying,
trial and error, right.
Trial and error, you know what I'm saying.
So what other advice you have to give to these young, aspiring young children? Because they really in a standstill. The economy's messed up. As you see, at college, it's a good chance they might be $40,000 in debt with no job to show for it. I mean, what direction can they really go to have, like you said, some autonomy, some independence, true independence as far as work for themselves, and not get screwed by the system? Because it's tough out here, man.
It's something my guys, I learned from my guys BXC, and they used to be sounding ludicrous.
Right.
They used to be sounding ludicrous. Everybody didn't even know nobody really knew who they was. But what they did was they applied themselves to the music business. Now they have a resume as far as like hanging around with GLC, Twista, Shauna, you know, got some ludicrous, DJ Ferris, you know what I'm saying? My guys BXC, they might not have been known on DTP label, but they independently, they applied themselves.
Right.
So for me, I would say you have to apply yourself and be what you want to be and do what you have to do for yourself first before you worry about something somebody else can do for you.
Okay.
So you gotta apply yourself for yourself first. Be independent.
Man, that makes a lot of sense.
Real.
Man, listen to Gokid, man. I'm Steven Tyler, film director slash photographer, and that's Gokid Ant, man. Real words of encouragement, real words of wisdom, man. Come from somebody with experience in the game, man.
And follow me on at Twitter, Power92 Intern.
Yep.